So it has to be done in a slow manner, in a different way. So naturally it happens. So to get Vairagya, forget Vairagya, remember the Lord. So remembering the Lord, the one way is this. You try to love Him. The question is, how can I create love? I do not know Him. I have never seen Him. How to love Him? See, you have never, a child which is born has never seen the father earlier. How does it develop love for the father? If the father never appears before it till the 20th year and suddenly it comes, will it go and just say, Daddy? No, not at all. So where from the love has come? The love is induced by hearing from others. The mother says, see how good your daddy is. He's bringing you toys. See, he's bringing all. Daddy is very good. So on hearing about it, you begin to have the love. Similarly, you go to the satsang, you have the company of the good people. They will talk about the love of the Lord. How He is more interested in you than you are interested in Him. And then slowly, you can cultivate the love. If you don't have, the second one is pretend love. Pretend. So when you pretend love, oh God, I love you a lot, I love you very much, I love you to my distraction, go on telling. It is almost like hypnotism and mesmerism. You mesmerize yourself again and again. So ultimately, you begin to love Him sincerely. You yourself do not know how it happened. So these are all the one method. The other method is to have Vairagya, you have to pray to the Lord. The ultimate in the steps of spirituality, when you go to the highest level, there are so many enclosures in which the Atman is kept. They are called Panchakoshas. That is, the one is, it consists of matter. So you think the matter is the Atman. The matter is not Atman. The body is not Atman. Then you go to the next stage that, then my prana, the vital elan, the vital breath, well, that may be the Atman. No, because there are occasions when the prana just stops temporarily, it remains suspended, but you still continue to live. The Atman is there. So it cannot be. Then you go to the third level, that's called the intellectual sheath. Then you go to the fourth level, it is called the mental sheath. So you go towards them all. The last sheath, whenever you take it away, tear it asunder, then you get the Lord. And that is called the Anandamaya Kosha. It is full of Ananda. For instance, when you are in sleep, you get immense Ananda. And the ultimate Ananda, the bliss is going to be the same. Then why not I sleep and I can go to the Lord? Why I'll do all these things? While you sleep, the Ananda is there, but side by side it is enveloped by the darkness of ignorance. So that ignorance, when it is there, it is just like a plate full of nice delicacies and all these things. At one corner you put some cow dung or horse dung. You would like to eat it. So the same thing. So that has to be removed, and that is removed to the ultimate stage. But to go from that last kosha, that happiness, to the ultimate Lord, you need not do anything. When you take the, what is it called, that which goes to the moon and all that, what we prepare, what is it called?
Rocket.
Rocket. Not rocket, there's another term for it. Orbit. So anyway, when that goes, when it reaches the gravitational field of the moon, then its aviation petrol is stopped. Then it goes to the gravitational pull of that. So similarly here, you come to the gravitational pull, the highest truth, then it takes you automatically. You need not do anything. All your efforts stop at the earlier level itself. That's all. So like that it goes. So the ultimate thing is grace. That gravitational pull, we are calling it, called is grace. The grace of the Lord comes to you only through prayers, through some efforts, and that effort can be prayers. Pray to Him, Lord, I do not know how we can get it. I have managed to come up to this, I don't know how we came. Now, except you, nobody can tear away that. This has come in a Vedic hymn. The Vedic hymn says, Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasapitam. The final truth, it is completely covered by a golden cover. That golden cover is so attractive. I don't like to tear it. I like to be going on seeing it only. That's there. I don't like to. So there's also the level at which people get the Lord with form. They see that form, they get such a bliss, they don't want to go anywhere else. Even though that's not the truth, that belongs to the ultimate thing, but it is nearer to the truth than the other untruth. That is there. So you don't want to go beyond it. That is why the bhaktas say, I don't want mukti, I want only devotion, I will be with my Lord. So to get out of it, you require some power. That's required. And that comes through the grace. Automatically it comes. The grace of the Lord. How do you get grace marks in MBBS? When you 40% is the pass mark, you have written for 38, 39%, they will give you. If you have written for only 2%, will anybody give you grace marks? So the same thing with the Lord. So he won't give you grace unless you also work hard. That's all. But here, the gap will be a little more. He allows you. Even if you come to 60%, 40%, he will give you grace mark. That is the thing. So, for getting that grace mark, you have to pray. See, prayer is excellent and it is a necessity. Even when you meditate, don't meditate with a dry heart. Let it be on who am I. Let it be an I am, like Asakunda says. But your heart should melt for that purpose. So for that purpose, you pray first. You pray from the heart, no borrowed prayers from the books. Saint Francis prayers and prayers of Adi Shankara, don't borrow from them. You pray from your heart. Lord, somehow I have reached. And when there are so many people who are not aware of any spirituality at all, they are still at the age of 80 going and having that tennis play and having that 2 pegs of whiskey and soda and then exchange notes about their respective arthritis. They never think of God. So you have awakened me to that. I am so grateful. But Lord, extend your grace still further. Allow me to reach it. Without your help, I can't. So you pray from your heart. That is there. And even when you do all these things, first you pray. Buddhism believes on it. And Christianity, there was no, till the Orthodox Church came, there was no mantra at all. There is nothing to be repeated. They were to repeat only that, our Lord who art in heaven, blessed be the name. So that was the only prayer. Again and again, they were repeating it. There is no separate mantra as such. There is that. So prayer itself became the mantra. So the effect of prayers are immense. In Buddhism, they pray to all the 16 gurus, starting from Padmasambhava in the Tibetan cult. That's who went away from Calcutta and he introduced that. So in that sense, all that, they are called Rinpoches. So they all the Rinpoches, they pray to them all, and then they pray to some of the Bodhisattvas, like Maitreya, like that some Akhileswara or something. I don't remember the names. So like that, they pray to them all, and then they start. That has got a large effect. That is there. So the second is the prayer. And the first is attach yourself with love. So the 2 methods is what I could think of. Because you asked the question.
Shall we end with a song, which is a prayer?
Oh, yes, right. Oh, yes. Some song you keep. Any other prayer to the mother, if you know. Otherwise, anything on, you sing one bhajan.
Okay, fine.
The bhajan is Prema Mudita.
प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम राम Ram Ram Ram, Shri Ram Ram Ram, Shri Ram Ram Ram, Shri Ram Ram Ram. Papa kadhe dukh mithe leke Ram naam, bhav samudra sukat nav ek Ram naam. Papa kadhe dukh mithe leke Ram naam, bhav samudra sukat nav ek Ram naam. Shri Ram Ram Ram, Shri Ram Ram Ram, Shri Ram Ram Ram. प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम. माता पिता बंधु सखा सब ही राम नाम, भक्त जनन जीवन धन एक राम नाम. माता पिता बंधु सखा सर्व ही राम नाम, भक्त जनन जीवन धन एक राम नाम. श्री राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम. प्रेम मुदित मन से कहो राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम.
Now I will put a postscript on the letter. The postscript is, I told you at that time, that hatred is stronger and more intense than love. How? I'll give you an illustration. There is a lady, a young lady, very rich, stone rich. And she went to the supermarket in her car. The moment she got down, a mad dog came and bit her. And it was a mad dog. She was not aware of it. And blood was flowing. She just didn't bother about it. She went in. So she spent about an hour selecting her wire. But by that time, the poison began to work. She was feeling giddy-like. Then she knew that the dog had something to do with it. The poison had got in. So she has to go to see a doctor. She came out in a hurry. Her already about 45 minutes were over. And her family doctor was 35 kilometers away. So it took her another, in that traffic, it took her nearly an hour to reach him. And he tested her, and then he said, "Madam, I'm very sorry. You have delayed a lot. So the poison has got in, it is gone. It is gone throughout in the entire bloodstream. It is going to the brain too, so nothing can be done now. In a few hours' time, he will begin to bark. It is not actually barking. That much of pain will be there, and one will so incoherently shout, it will look like barking only. And not only that, in that pain, you would like to bite anybody who comes near you. You will begin to bite like a dog. So, madam, you have got a few minutes left, say half an hour perhaps, or 20 minutes. I'll give you a sheet of papers. You are very rich. I am sure you have got so many relatives whom you love. Your sisters are there, your old mother is there. You love them all. So you would like to, so that there will be no quarrel later, you would like to distribute your property between them. So you write your will and I shall witness it. She went on writing and she finished about 20 papers. The doctor asked, "What are you doing, madam?" She said, "You said, I will begin to bite people. Lest I may not forget, I am writing the names of all the people whom I would like to bite." See, the love for his sister and all that didn't work so much as that. So this illustration that hatred, dislike was stronger than that. So we should avoid it at all costs. These are all the obstacles in our becoming a saint. We become godly, we become fully divine. There is no difference at all. That is why you say you are that. We become that. So one has to see, trying by yourself is of course difficult. You always make the Lord your partner in all your sadhana. See, the Bible says, I am the destination, I am the way, I am the path. And the same thing is told in our Hinduism. We know that Lord is always our destination. It need not be told. Then how do you know that He is our path? It is told in the Vishnu Sahasranama, Margo Neyo Nayo Naya. Out of the 1,000 names, one name which is given to the Lord is the path, the way. The way is the Lord Himself. Otherwise there cannot be any other way. That's all. What does it mean? How can the path and destination be the same? You want to go to Bombay and they say, this itself is Bombay, man. What are you doing? Now the path has become the Bombay. So he is at Bombay itself. Only thing he was not aware of it. So wherever we are, it is there. You are not to get anything new. You are only to become aware. That's called the realization. That's all. We are not